Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to add to my winter wardrobe because despite what the weather is today, we are getting into some cooler weather here in Australia. And I don't want boring stuff in my winter wardrobe, so I thought I would try this Simplicity pattern, Simplicity 8768. It's more of that fantasy kind of armor dress thing, but I think if you didn't put the full-on cape or shoulder thingamabobs, if you didn't put them on, then the actual dress design itself is pretty simple and I think could be very nice. So I'm sort of combining these two because you've got the short version which has slits up the side, and then you've got the long version which has gauze in it, and I'm going to make the short version but put the gauze from the long version into it and maybe change the length of it also a little bit because it's just that little bit too long. I like things to just hit just on the knee or just below the knee. My fabric that I have is actually an old Doona cover that I got from the op shop, so we'll see how that is to work with. I mean, it's just cotton, so I don't see any issues. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've gone and marked all my pieces in chalk, plus all the little markings to try and make my life easier. And now I'm just going to cut them out. So I now have my pieces all cut out, and I think I've got all the panels in the right order. Now I just have to sew them all together and hopefully end up with a dress. Alright, so far I have a back section and then my front section, and so my next thing to do is I think add the zip in the front and maybe the godets, and then attach the sides and shoulders, or collar first. I'll have another read of the instructions, but yes, although this might be as far as I get today because I have some homework for school that I need to get done as well. Okay, we are on day 2 of making this dress, and it's actually a really simple dress in that I could probably finish it today, but I also have a terrible attention span, so might not. Alright, my zip is in, and I got it in first go without basting or pinning, using methods that I've learnt in school, so useful for something as well as being really fun. I love study. But anyway, my zip is in. This is my front piece, and now I'm going to put together the collar and facings which have interfacing. Okay, I now have a nice collar piece and it's time to attach it to the dress. But to do that, I need to attach my front and back pieces at the shoulder seams first. so that the collar can go all the way around. As I thought, I got distracted yesterday and didn't get everything finished, but I'm here again today. Main part of the facing is in. Ooh, there we go. Main part's in. I just now need to tack it down to the seams so that it doesn't fly up everywhere and get annoying when I'm wearing it. And then the next step, I believe, is putting in the godets in the skirt. Alright, so I've been sewing in my godets. Gauze? Gauze or godets? Pattern calls them godets, but what's the difference between a gore and a godet? Okay, after like 2 minutes of research, these are godets because they add width to the hem, but they're not one piece with the rest of the design, whereas a gore is more like a 7-gore skirt where that is the shape of the entire skirt. So it starts at the waistband and extends out, and there's however many of them. So these are godets. Anyway, I have one more to sew in and then they will be all done, and it's time to sew up the side seams. Alright, with all the godets in, it is time to sew up my side seams, and I will have something that actually resembles a garment, which is very exciting. And then I was thinking I need to finish all these seams in some way, and there's no instructions in the pattern because most commercial patterns don't have seam finishing instructions. But I might go through and fell them all, which will be time consuming, but it is a rainy, drizzly day outside, so I kind of need something like that. And this fabric is fraying quite a lot, so it will need something. Oh, so much skirt. I love it. Okay. I have no idea at this point if it's actually going to fit, because I just cut out a size 8, guessing it would be okay. I don't think I can really get you back far enough to see, but perfect fit around the waist. So much skirt. Yay. The only thing is the sleeves do feel a little bit tight, so I'm not sure what I will do about that. Whether it's just trim it down a bit, but then I have to extend my sleeve pieces, I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure on how to do that. Although there is a tuck at the top of the sleeve, I think, in the pattern, so it might fit. I'm not really sure. This is where I get unstuck because I don't know enough yet to do the adjusting of patterns. But so far, wow, excuse my messy room, but this part, perfect, love it. The skirt, amazing. Now I just need to decide what to do. Goodness gracious, about them sleeves. Okay, so trying to figure out this sleeve situation. I've gone in with my chalk and sort of marked where I think it should be good. This is probably a bit dramatic, but because it is quite up in there, which is not super comfortable, and I also like not super tight here. I love tight waisted, I don't like tight chested, and I have quite big shoulders from pole dancing, rock climbing, sword fighting, like all those things sort of build the arms up a bit, so I'm bigger in the chest than I remember every time I make something. So, I don't know if this sleeve is going to fit, but I might try sew it up without the tuck in the top, because it does have a little dart tuck thing in the top as a detail. So I might sew it up without that and see if it will fit. See what happens. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, even without the sort of, because it's not, I thought it was fully tucked, it's not, it's just so gathers in the top. So there's not that much extra room in the sleeve. So it is gonna sit right up under there if I attach it to the dress, which is not comfortable, and I want this to be comfortable. And I want this to be a winter dress, so you might want to wear something underneath it, you know, and that's very close. I guess I could cut out, because obviously this is a multi-sized pattern, I guess I could cut out a size 12 or 14 sleeve, because I've still got some of my doona left, so I could definitely cut out some bigger sleeves, which would then hopefully fit into a bigger armhole. Because if it's not comfortable, I'm not going to wear it, and if I'm not going to wear it, then what was the point of making this dress? I have sleeves. Not gonna lie, they're still a bit tight in the back, so I think what I might do is call this my mock-up and not do all the final finishings that I was going to do. Just use it as my wearable mock-up, because I have put in a lot of work in my seams and everything already. I spent like a week felling everything. So I'll probably still use this as a wearable dress, but I might make it again, but try and figure out the whole situation better. But at this point, I can't be bothered and I just want to be done with it. So we're moving on. I need to hem the cuff, and I also need to, you can't see, hem the bottom of the skirt, and then she'll be done.